Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop and Hoops. Wake up, goddammit. Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop and Hoops right here in Fly on the Wall Studios, man. I am your host, Red Carpet Taj. I'm sitting right next to the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Mike Saunders, as he talks to NIL. And, of course, we got Mr. Controversial on the end. He came in controversial today.
Talking to my brother. It's funny because like who I was talking to was screaming at him. Like, it's my brother. Like, I would die for June, but I
shout out to June. Shout out to June. I didn't want no parts of that conversation. That was heated. We're coming in the door. Mr. Controversial, AJ, man, Alonzo Miles.
What's good, man?
Hey, man, I need y'all to start a petition. Get that man back on Facebook. All right,
it's not happening, bro.
Get him back on Facebook. What's going on, y'all? I mean, it's been a few weeks since we've been back in the building.
A few weeks. Yes. I mean, we missed an incredible run from an Indiana kid.
Yeah, we did.
He did make it to the finals, and he didn't win, but he's coming back. So we missed that.
Yeah. We missed the Duke. What, the last second shot against who was that?
Against Duke.
It was against Duke.
It was against Duke. It was against Duke. It was UConn, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rylan Mullins. Yeah.
Yep. So we did miss a few things. So let's get caught up. First, I want to touch on something that just recently happened as of yesterday. The city's been and it's been a kind of divided issue about the Boosie returning to Indianapolis. And here's just all I want to say on this. And I addressed this over a year ago. Actually, my post on TikTok reminded me the video that I made about this was a year ago yesterday. And long story short, for those who don't know that, Boosie's daughter came here to do some business. Business went south. And because of that, Boosie elected to remove himself from ever coming back to Indianapolis ever again. He was using words like broke, janky promoters, and the city didn't take too well of that, including myself, because I feel like we've been taking care of Boosie all these years, right? And when I say taking care of, we've been putting money in Boosie's pocket multiple years. I mean, multiple appearances each year for the last, 10, 15, 20 years?
That's correct.
And I think the fact that he has built so many relationships with promoters, with the streets, with the fans, I think he owed us a little more than to say we're just not dealing with you over an isolated incident with one person.
And he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Yeah, but I'm just saying this just because of one person, even if the situation was as valid as it's been reported, it still was just one man. And that man is not a person that you've ever done business with before. And as you know, in the entertainment world, this happens every single day.
Every day.
In the entertainment industry. And it's going to continue to happen. Hold on, and it's going to continue to happen until the end of time. Because it's just how business things.
100%. Yes.
Business goes well, business does not go well. However,
the kid didn't do bad business though. That's what
I'm not even touching on that. I'm just touching on this part of it. And so recently somebody wanted to bring Boosie back. Boosie posted a promo video, and in this video, he says, "Y'all know I raised y'all," and it just ignited all over again. I'm like, why would you say that? You didn't raise Naptown. You know what I mean? And
why didn't
the conversation?
No, let's stick there. Why didn't he raise Naptown? I'm not saying he did, but why didn't he raise Naptown?
No, we showed. Put it like this: when he got out of prison, who was the first city to book him before he even got out? It wasn't Louisiana. It wasn't Atlanta. It was nowhere else. Naptown put that money on put that money on him. You know what I mean? Naptown gave him that. Naptown booked him. Was the first city to book him because that's how much love Nap has for Boosie.
I agree. I don't disagree with that. But again, how didn't he raise us?
No, nobody raised us.
I agree. I want you to say this.
Yeah, nobody raised us. You had something that we liked. We paid you for it.
Yes,
and you gave us a good show over a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no raising like and I think the video was just it wasn't handled properly. And again, I think what that did was ignite all the feelings that people had a year ago, and they just came back. And so essentially, the concert was canceled due to just wasn't it was just too much controversy around it. And I just feel like if Boosie should have handled that differently, in my opinion. And I believe that the city, because the city, man, we give, Nap is different, man. You know what I mean? So I just think it should have been handled differently.
How would you have handled it?
I just wouldn't have made it almost like it was us. What's the reason why you didn't want to return? I raised y'all. Y'all know I'm coming. It was almost like you didn't say what you said. And then this is not Boosie's first time disrespecting the town. people don't remember years ago. Don't ask me, AJ. I don't remember what year this was, but I saw this for myself. He was dissing the quality of women that we have in this city, and we got some pieces in this town.
I heard that.
So I just think that, and if Boosie's going to return to Nap with open arms, I just think it needs to be. The same way he goes on live and he does his videos. I think he needs to do something addressing Naptown and being honest about his feelings about Nap, not the one person, about the city. And how we've been having this back like a car seat for the last 20 years. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Do you think an apology will work?
Yeah. I mean, and it is not even so much an apology. It should just be, for one,
said no.
I'm saying
AJ,
address
no apology will work.
When you use the word.
It's a little deeper than an apology.
I think what needs to be addressed is us as a city. Like Todd said last year, I remember when it happened, I was one of the main ones, was like, how y'all going to let them diss the city? We love out-of-town people way too much, if you really want to tell the truth, in every aspect of it, from promoters, from everything, like athletes and everything. Like, this ain't no shot to Lansdowne either, but BRP is out-of-town people, and they're running our city on some basketball stuff. And again, I love all of them. Greg, DA, Lance, they all the family, but we just love out-of-town people. So when Boosie comes on the internet and says he raised us, he's like, yeah, I brought the attention to the city, blah, blah, blah. I don't agree that he raised anything, but again, we don't have a major artist here. We don't get behind anybody here. Even when Jeff was in the NBA, we didn't get behind him to 520. We don't get behind our own product. And I've been one of the main people, no matter what's going on. If you're from Indianapolis, I remember being in the gym when Braylon hit that shot. And everybody's looking like, well, are you hyped because it's Braylon? I said, bro, I was hyped when Cal Guy went to the national championship because it's an Indiana person. I've gotten in fights overseas with teammates because I'm defending my city. We don't share the same love. We don't push each other, and it's all bullshit. So that leaves it open for somebody like Boosie to come in and disrespect us. And he shouldn't be saying that. Even if it is an apology, we're not working on street politics. It's about making money. So, okay, cool. But you can't come out now. I think Boosie is a little wild because this time is kind of crazy. Like, you got little dudes out here who thinks it's cool to kill people for clout. So you say something about the city, he'd come out and shoot at your concert and then make a song about it because this is what they're doing in Chicago. It's just not safe. But as far as the part where Boosie can say, he wouldn't be able to, he couldn't say that in Cali. He couldn't say that in Cali. He couldn't say it in Atlanta. He couldn't say it anywhere else because they're going to stand on something. It's us. It's our fault because we don't stand on each other. We don't have each other's back.
I remember when I spoke on, I'm going to touch on this real quick and we're going to move on.
Right.
I remember when Juvenile came here and he disrespected DJ at the Vogue.
I remember that too.
What happened?
Yeah, I mean, from my understanding, Juvie was drunk and something happened with DJ. DJ is one of the coolest, coldest, highly respectable, likable guys in the city. I was hot about that because DJ's one of them guys, man.
Yeah.
Like how can you not like DJ?
Right,
got an issue with him. That man know how to do his job. I've been doing his job forever.
That's right.
So I just didn't like the fact that how he stood on that stage and just disrespected the man, from my opinion, and nobody said nothing. So I said something, but when I said it's like, here you go Taj again. But no, I'm just saying what it is. AJ's right. We got to eventually stand on something. You can't go to Chicago and say certain things. You can't go to Detroit and say
look how Memphis and LeBron James.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to. I mean, he gonna go to Memphis, but he gonna have some problems.
No, I'm saying the fact that he said it, all of Memphis stood on him after that. Like, and LeBron is one of the most likable players in NBA history. So everybody on Memphis stood on him like, nah, bro, don't do that. Don't send the team to that city. We don't stand on nothing. If it's an out-of-town dude comes here, we're gonna be like, yeah, he's the homie, blah, blah, blah. We don't stand on nothing when it come together, bro. I mean, we gotta tell the truth about this whack-ass city sometimes. I love Indianapolis because I grew up here. I love the East Side because I grew up here. I came home and I created the jungle because I grew up here and I wanted to see people. I wanted to show the world the dope people I grew up around. But the reality of it is that we don't hold each other down. And then when we do, it's a small little gatekeeping community that's all bullshit, bro.
Hey, we live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's all BS. You're right. I did tell you I stopped cussing so much.
Yeah, we got to monetize, man. We got to monetize.
Yeah, I apologize.
All right, so and that's all just how I want to touch on that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Moving right along, man. Our first topic on hip hop is Kanye West and AJ. Take it away, man. You had something you wanted to say about the new album Bully and the fact that he's been canceled out of some of the concerts, which he did a 300 million. I looked this up, 330 million. Yeah, go ahead,
Ooh.
AJ, take it away.
I think it was 30 on the SoFi concert. I don't want to like over exaggerate what he did.
No, I mean I looked it up. I mean
Okay.
those are official.
Okay, I'll just make sure. I don't want people to come in the comments and be like, "You're wrong," right?
No,
So
I can show you.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I just was making sure. But as far as Kanye West and Bully, I think it's interesting that he had to really go through the fire, and everybody is talking about cancel him. He made the Hail Hitler song. He made all these songs and everything he did. Everybody swear he's canceled. He did a show in Japan, sold out. He did a show in Mexico, sold out. Then he can't come here, which is very interesting when you think about it, because Live Nation and Rock Nation are the same people. I want to know, we'll get to that later, but he came here, sold SoFi out 2 nights in a row. Crazy. Some of the greatest visuals, probably the greatest visuals we've ever seen. People at the concert said it was the greatest concert they ever been to. In my lifetime, I just seeing things. The only thing I could think of something bigger is Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance. As far as just like the impact and how everybody, like he just stopped music and people sung songs like 4 or 5 times, bro. So you can say whatever you want to say about Yeezy and Bully. Bully did well his first week numbers, and then the sellout, it was 1 million people in the queue when he did the SoFi concert. To do all this, it makes us look at the streaming numbers too, because what is a stream and what counts as one song and one download? Because that's crazy in itself to say he did 400,000, but I guarantee he has some of the highest numbers all year. He did have the highest numbers all year. So I don't really trust this streaming stuff. It's kind of weird. Everything in the digital era is kind of weird. But what I want to speak on is him getting canceled from Wireless, which was hilarious. That's in the UK. Was that London? Yeah, it's in London. And the government canceled him. This is the same government, right? Because France and all that, they just had the Olympics in France, right? They made fun of the Last Supper for the beginning of the Olympics, right? So my question is, because it's funny to me, what did Kanye do to say he can't perform? And why does it make sense? Because this is what because to me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm looking at it and it's like, what did he do? He said George Bush don't like black people. He said Taylor Swift, Beyonce had the greatest song ever. I'm looking at the biggest moments. He hit Obama called him an asshole for going on stage with Taylor Swift. He wore the MAGA hat, right? Okay. You're canceling him for wearing clothes. You're canceling him for speaking up. We are in a genre of music that celebrates killing each other, that celebrates as many women as we want to get, that celebrates doing drugs. We are in a genre of music that celebrates all degeneracy. I want to know. And I see Mark Lamont Hill. If it's anybody on the internet I don't like more, it's him. I do not like this guy. I think he's like the ultimate beta cuck weirdo guy type guy though. But he was like, I'm happy that people are holding him accountable. For what? Right? And it's like, well, he did say something about Hitler. Why can't I like Hitler? This is a serious question. Why can't I like Hitler? Right? What if I had a conversation with somebody one day. I was like, Hitler was a great leader. And it was like, what? What do you mean he was a great leader? I was like, well, how do you galvanize that many people to do one thing? You have to be a great leader. I didn't say he was a good person. Being a great leader and a good person are two totally different things. Right?
I'm glad you okay, go ahead.
So
yeah.
Right now, even that, you glad I'm what? Okay, if I came on this podcast right now and was like, I love Hitler, and I love fascism, and I'm the trained fascist, I would get canceled, right?
It'll be
okay, cool.
It'll be a few phone calls.
Okay, so who would you consider the most evil person you've ever known or heard of?
I don't know. I mean,
How about Satan?
Well, yeah.
Okay. How many churches of Satan is in the United States? Somebody look that up.
Yeah,
there are churches of Satan. Yeah. Let's think about what we're saying. Ozzy Osbourne was known as the Prince of Darkness, but I can't like Hitler. And I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying the idea of me getting canceled because
what you're essentially getting to is freedom of speech.
It is freedom of speech.
It's his right to feel and think the way he wants to, right? And still should be able to create and do his job at a high level and not be.
Here's the thing:
canceled.
He did everything possible to get canceled and stood on the earth in front of 80,000, 90,000, and they son can't tell me nothing. How you not have a God complex?
One of the things I will say about Ye, the Bully album to me, me personally, I haven't really been wowed by a Kanye album since Graduation. That's just my opinion.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
my opinion.
You can't say that out loud.
You might as well say you like Hitler. No, what I'm saying is he's had records. Kanye West has had records that I've liked, singles. But as far as a whole project, I have not had a Kanye album, in my opinion, where I did not have to worry about hitting the button since graduation. And that's just my opinion.
That's
right?
perfectly fine. I understand.
But this new album, Bully, it was just, to me, Kanye doing Kanye. I didn't hear nothing that was great or bad. I just heard Kanye doing Kanye, being creative, doing different things. What does amaze me about Kanye is this: how he's able to go into the studio and still be able to hear different drum patterns, beats,
that's just
song arrangements.
Yeah, that's just in
him. But I'm saying, do you know how hard it is to really create a new song every time? Come with a different melody, come with a different pattern, come with a different bridge, be able to say, and while you're writing, or whoever's writing for you, that you can still deliver a message that sticks to certain people. That ain't easy to do. Bro.
Oh, no. That's
not easy. And I'm talking about from experience.
That's the greatness. That's like talking about Michael Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah, so I mean, the skill. The fact that he's able to do that is highly impressive to me.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, I want to touch on something. It just wasn't, to me personally. But to go back to the numbers, he did 152,000 album units is what they say. They say 56,000 pure album sales, whatever the hell that means. And then 96,000, I guess they're talking about physical. I didn't know they still did that. 96,000 streaming units. 96,000 streaming units, about 96,000 streaming units, but 98.4 million streams. And it debuted at number 2.
So like let's do that math. 98.4, like what constitutes
and you're right. And I'm going to correct myself because you were right. You were right. I'm sorry. I misread this. He grossed 33 million over those 2 concerts.
Which is the most in SoFi history.
Yeah, he sold 140,000 tickets combined.
So here's my thing with Mark Lamont Hill, because to me, it was like another black man celebrating a black man losing money, which is weird. I don't like LeBron James at all. People know on this podcast know I don't. I don't want LeBron James to lose money. When he comes out with movies, I go see him. When he comes out, like, I still support black people. I'm not that person. So for Mark Lamont Hill to be like, how he's just super black person and all that, you followed Black Lives Matter, right? And I'm getting off topic, but I just want to say, them women said they're trained Marxists. Marxism, Karl Marx, is a person who created communism and all that. 200 to 300 million people have died on communism and Marxism. So you're telling me it's okay to say, I'm going to follow these 3 women who says they're trained Marxists, but if somebody says they like Hitler, they need to get canceled. Mark is he's a puppet for the Democratic Party, which is fine. But we got to start standing on something. We will sit and support R. Kelly. We be like, support Diddy. We support everybody who's a degenerate. Hey, free Dirk, free Gucci, free whatever. We support everybody who's a degenerate. But when it's time to stand on black excellence and say, okay, right now, Jay-Z could shut the whole world down if he opens up Live Nation so Kanye could tour and they go on tour together. It would shut everything down, but you can't stand on real black principles. What you want to do is be like, I'm going to go and cater to this other group of people and then come out here and say, well, it's unfair because people are holding us down. You holding us down because you can open it up. You have Live Nation. You have Rock Nation. You can open it up so he can perform, but you don't really want to stand on that.
Hold on. Let me not to cut you off real quick. Is he still signed over there to
he ain't with Rock Nation.
The deal is done. I mean, because you know when they sign artist deals, they usually sign them for a very long time.
No, he been out that deal.
Been out that deal. Okay.
Yeah. I think Chris got him out that deal.
Okay.
My point is that I don't understand. Like, I had to really sit back and think about, like, what did Kanye do for everybody to be like, because nobody has got canceled like him. No presidents, nobody can come back from that type of cancellation and do what he just did. Yeah. That right there should tell y'all he's the greatest, but nobody could do that. Nobody.
But Wayne did have a nice run during that time period. So we're gonna Hip Hop and Hoops, man. Hip Hop and Hoops right here at Fly on the Wall Studios. Make sure that you follow us on all platforms, Facebook. We're not on platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Hip Hop and Hoops Pod, and on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Next is we're gonna talk NIL. That's one of the hottest things going on in sports right now.
And it's the portal.
It's the portal. Yeah, I was just going to say it's the portal. A lot of money, a lot of players floating around, a lot of kids moving around. Mike, take it away.
Yes, that's correct. The portal opened April 7th, as soon as the championship game ended. And it's kind of wild because we're almost a little bit over a week and a half, and a lot of kids have already committed to school. So people wonder, like, how can they commit to schools already? And the portal just opened up Tuesday. They're committing on Fridays. it goes back to what I was trying to tell people, that a lot of times, even though the portal might open up on a certain day, these schools are already talking to kids in January, December, February, while they're currently with their college teams.
Mhm.
So that's why it's important, again, that as you kind of navigate through this new college landscape, you got to make sure you have the right people in your corner that's giving you the correct information, making sure that if you do decide to hop in a portal, that what's quote unquote promised to you is real. That's kind of the main thing, because again, we're seeing a lot of kids that they hopped in that portal thinking they're going to get X amount of dollars, and they're just sitting there hoping that something will fall in their lap.
I know this is probably a dumb question, but has the thought of the money that I'm going to get kind of superseded their thought process and intelligence on what's going to be a good fit for me, just being a good basketball player, so I can learn how to be a better ball player?
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of kids. So I'll just kind of use our model that me and my group use. And so we just had this real quick. It's already been announced. We had a kid that's committed to UCLA. Xavier Robinson played at Lawrence North. We had a kid committed to Syracuse, Garway Dual, who played at Carmel. Then he went to prep school. AJ Dancer committed to South Florida. Micah Davis committed to Winthrop. So most of our kids that were in the portal, I got a couple of more that I'm working on, but they found spots. But basically, what I do is this: we get the information from the schools. We talk about the style of play. We talk about the coaching. We can't talk too much about the roster, because a lot of these guys are replacing 11, 12 kids. But what we do talk about is the resources. We talk about, just kind of the vision that the coach might have for the kid. So we don't even get into really the money. I got 2 guys that they focus on the NIL for the kid. They'll say, hey, look, what are you playing for this position? We'll hey, this school's willing to pay this school's willing to pay that. I mean, it's honest conversations. So at the end of the day, once a parent gets the general idea of the right fit for their child, then we might talk about, hey, they're going to pay this. They're looking at this much for NIL, this for that much for NIL. And then they kind of can make a decision to say, well, for $100,000 less, I want to be on a team where I know I'm a starter. I know I'm going to play X amount of minutes. I know it helps for the long-term goal. Some kids will tell you straight up, hey, whoever's going to pay the most, I'll go there. I'm like, all right. I mean, every situation is different, but yeah, the money definitely, that's why there's so many kids that are in the portal now. I mean, guys that are on.
What's the number? Not to cut you off, but what do you think the amount of kids is in the portal now?
Oh, it's going to be about 3,000.
3,000. Now they're at 3,000. How many of them for a fact shouldn't be in the portal? They should be focused on enhancing their craft.
It's a tricky question, because some of them kids get pushed out. I mean, some of the kids, the coaches kind of something you need to leave. There's no role for you. There's no.
I have a question, Mike. 3,000 kids in the portal. What are the high school kids doing? Like, how do you even get recruited?
High school kids are in trouble. So this week they're about to try to see if the seniors right now can get another year, because they're about to pass a rule where now you get 5 years of college basketball. So now they're trying to figure out if that's going to happen regardless.
That's going to hurt the league.
The question
becomes,
the question is going to become now, the current seniors, does it impact them? Because then they can just say, oh, fuck, I'm sorry. We'll just stay. We'll just stay another year and make another 500, 600,000.
Yeah, 100%.
To stay.
Wow.
So yeah, high school kids are in trouble. Now, again, this is what I tell high school kids. If you're getting recruited, you know who's calling you. You know who really wants you. If there's an opportunity for you to play, go and play. Get the stats that freshman year. You know what I'm saying? If there's that opportunity, but some of these parents, they're not getting the proper information. So they're thinking like, oh, my son's Power 5, my son's this, I'm gonna wait. Now, if you really don't have a good place by the time January hits, I mean, the portals, they're looking at 21, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds.
That have proven themselves too.
They're not looking at 17.
The parents part of the problem. When I ask that question, I mean, your kid may not, your kid needs to stay back, but you're looking at the money as well.
Bro, have you seen those AAU tournaments?
Oh,
yeah, we just saw.
Yeah. Of course, the parents are the problem. What do you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
and it's new. It's a new thing.
You can have a parent. You can have a parent that is really listening to what Mike is saying, or listen to somebody else like Mike, and the kid ain't listening, right? Because they want the money, or it could be the other way around, and it could be both of them. You know what I mean? So that's why I was asking. That was my reasoning for that question.
No, I mean, at some point we're going to have to navigate this whole time, and they're going to start creating.
Maybe
barriers.
I'm the type of person, the people that know me, and you know me because you work with me, I'm just laid back. You know,
Yeah.
it kind of is what it is. You know, so if you know, like the parents that I help, they know who I am. They know what I stand on. They know what I'm about. They've done their research. So I don't have time to sit and try to sell a parent on how I can help your kid. Well, this coach told me this. This coach told me that. Then go with him then. Everything sounds good for Mike Saunders until they don't align with what you already thinking. But here I'm trying to tell you, and maybe my answers ain't always the right answer. Maybe my vision, maybe it don't work out for a kid. All I'm gonna do is give you the information. You know, that people they promise you, I'm gonna get you this amount of money. I never promise parents how much money the kid's gonna get in NIL. I say, you know, based on the data that's provided to me from various reliable sources, if your son, based on these stats, go to this level, they should make this much. They should. I'm not saying it, but somebody, hey man, I'm gonna get you $1 million, I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that, I'm gonna get you that. And parents want to hear that guarantee. And
So it's something going around now. Like I just seen a meme, and I want to know your thoughts on it. It's Kevon Looney and Russell Westbrook, and they was like, Looney got 3 championships, Westbrook has 0. Which career would you want the most? And to me, I think it's a insane argument. Looney's obviously a role player, but I guess they're trying to get away from the fact that go to a school and win, or go to a program or win, or get the most money. And I think that's a thing that they dealing with in NIL right now. Like, could you, like Braylon just came back to UConn,
yeah,
right? So could you look at kids and see, are there kids who's like, I'm going to go here because I want to win and I want to have the experience of winning, or should they go for the money and try to maximize? Because you said some kids was like, whoever paying the most going to go, but could that hurt them?
it could, and it's tough because a lot of times we base winning on those traditions. Like we might be like, hey, go to Kentucky and win.
Yeah.
Go to IU and win.
Duke and all
And
that.
you're looking at it like, they ain't winning. Hell, Florida won last year, Michigan won. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's hard to say go somewhere and win, because typically it was like you would have a core group of kids where you're like a part of that core group and you guys keep winning. So it's hard to determine like who's actually gonna win and say, okay, they're gonna win, but they're only gonna give me $300,000. Where you got a school that's literally,
you know what's crazy?
feels like they can win if they got you, and they're gonna pay you $1 million.
But you know what's crazy? The fact that you just said they're only going to give me.
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's sad. That's where we at with these kids. Like,
you know what
was you doing before NIL?
Listen, this is what's so crazy. So this is a true
Only.
This is a true situation. I had a kid who committed to a school, an HBCU, and a Big Ten school called me about him and says, hey, now HBCU, we know their resources aren't the same. They're going to give him about $50,000, but he's going to be a starter and he'll play. Another school, Big Ten school, calls and says, listen, we're trying to finish our roster. We can get a kid about $300,000, but he'll never play. We don't expect him to play.
Wow.
He'll have all the resources. It'll be a full scholarship, everything. He'll have all the let me back up. They didn't even offer him $300,000. I'm tripping. They didn't even offer him any NIL. They were just like, we're going to give you a full scholarship, just like back in the day. You're going to get a full scholarship, room and board paid for. You're getting a Big Ten education. You might get NIL off of like poster sales, like team stuff, but not your own like straight up NIL deal. And the kid was like, no, I'd rather get, the $30,000 and play for the HBCU. So again, I'm sitting here thinking like, when I brought it to the group, and they was like, man, you tripping. Man, ain't nobody going no, obviously I can't say the school name, but they ain't gonna go to no school. And he ain't getting no NIL. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is a full scholarship. He's using all those resources. He's getting a degree from this Big Ten school. And I'm not trying to disrespect HBCUs, but I'm like, now do you understand the long term? This kid is probably not going to be some killer pro. He could be but how do y'all diminish it now? All of a sudden, a Big Ten full ride scholarship. Like, how do you diminish a Kentucky full ride, or a Duke full ride, or IU or Michigan because you're not getting NIL?
Because that money, and like we said before, you're giving these kids $300, $200 million.
I'm not even saying it's right or wrong what he chose. I'm just
where
saying,
does the NIL money come from?
The schools. It's like revenue sharing is from different, like you can say different
alumni and all that.
Alumni, businesses. It's all like a collective of guys
so
contribute money.
So if, like, let's say Steph, LeBron, Kanye, and 2 other people came together and was like, "Hey, let's put this money into Howard."
They
That
go
can,
through the collective, yeah.
yeah. So that lets me know I think we're a joke as a community then, because it's simple things that we could do to change the whole direction of anything, but yet we'll rather just sit and complain about how these white schools are getting this money and blah blah blah.
You can
When
put
you
money
have all
into it.
these black
Yep.
millionaires, billionaires, and all this, they could just go start at 1 or 5 schools and then put money into that
Money
and
into the
then bring
collective,
up
yeah.
them so they can get the players because you can pay them. So I don't want to hear y'all complaining about anything NIL, anything transfer portal, anything white men doing anything. Y'all joke, because if y'all really was about community and bringing stuff together, y'all all got money, y'all all got crazy influence and networks and everything. You can easily ask another billionaire to invest into a college. So
Yeah, I think that's where it gets. It gets kind of tricky too, because like when they do give the money, they do kind of want that influence. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think, like you're saying, it's like we got to really sit down and see how we can map this. Like I'll give you an example, IUPUI. George don't have a good relationship with IUPUI for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? But when they got the new administration, their whole thing was like, get George, Mike, get George.
He's talking about George. My George Hill.
George Hill,
Yeah.
And it was like, all he needs to do is donate. And George, now he loves his university, but when we talk about the conflict, is more so with the basketball department, how things are ran. So it's like, yeah, you want me to donate, whether it's 100,000, which they probably looking at, oh man, you make all this money, that's nothing to you. But in reality, it is, in terms of like, what is my direct influence? How where's the money going towards? Is it going towards improving the locker rooms? Is it going towards the weight? Is it going towards this? Is it going towards that? So a lot of times when those things starts to happen, you get a better understanding or try to get a clarity on when you're giving this money out, where it's going, they can't really answer it for you. That's when they kind of back up a little bit. They view it's just another like investment almost.
I saw a video, and this will be the last thing that we're gonna switch gears, but they were talking about the AAU. Like I saw a video today about the AAU, like it's just terrible.
Did you see Brandon Jennings'
fighting
post?
and stuff,
I did. I saw that.
everything.
You see Brandon Jennings' post, Mike?
You post something today?
Yeah. What did it say, Taj?
I'd have to look it up.
But he was basically saying that AAU's a joke and the best players don't play against each other because of shoe
Yeah.
companies.
Pretty much is what he just said.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much
he
is
was
what
like, back in
said.
the day when D Rose played Bill Walker and blah, 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 you go to those events, you're going to see the best play the
shoe
best.
brands. Yeah, the shoe brands are kind of, now everybody, Puma got a circuit, New Balance got a circuit, Under Armour got a circuit, Nike.
They're saying
Yeah,
Nike's
separate.
suffering bad because what they're saying about Nike is Nike's suffering because there's no superstars anymore. There's no elite. Whereas the next person's going to follow behind LeBron James, right? And so that's
In the promotion.
But speaking of, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, they're saying in the promotion for each league is that we have the better players. So they dog the players from each other circuit. So you really,
It's just
how you
all
depend on-
whackness.
It's all like
It
confusing.
should have stayed
Yeah.
amateur sports.
The one
bro.
thing that benefited us when we were able to have, as an independent organization, 2 guys ranked in the top 30 was we had the flexibility to go play the Nike teams, the Under Armour teams, Adidas teams. Like that's what I encourage. Like I'm like, if you're an organization, go play them. Like I get what he's saying. Like Nike, and Adidas won't match up. They have the ability to. You know what? Not maybe not in their regular circuit, the EYBL or the Gauntlet, but that's only like 3 weekends. There's like 5 or 6 other weekends when they all can meet up and play each other. But I don't think, a lot of times financially, or I don't know, there's always some hidden agenda.
Yeah.
that kinda-
Taj, what do you mean by Nike?
They
selling?
I guess they don't have somebody to.
I mean,
you know-
LeBron doesn't sell the most shoes.
And we know that, but this is something me and you had a conversation about, wasn't it? When it was about him selling because he had the best quality, because more kids are wearing LeBron James because they're a better basketball shoe than Jordan. I think we had a conversation about that, but either way,
Maybe.
actually, this is a good way to go into Steph Curry. So Hip Hop and Hoops, right here in Fly the Wall Studios. Me, Mike, AJ. Make sure y'all follow us at Hip Hop and Hoops Pod, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, on the NBA side, you said, and I want to let you do it because this is what you wanted to talk about.
It ain't just NBA. I think all sports.
No, I'm not going to. But I'm going to let you go ahead. Go ahead and talk.
Name somebody.
I want you to go ahead and talk about Steph Curry and what you wanted to tell the people.
I think it's not even an in-depth conversation. I think Steph Curry is the greatest showman in sports history.
Based on?
Just watching him play, bro. It's the funnest. He's the funnest person. He knows how to interact with the crowd. He doesn't have off the court issues. He's funny. He's a good father. He does the night celebrations. Everything about Steph Curry is box office. He's Michael Jackson. So,
But I'd say Michael Jordan did that best.
he didn't like interact and do the things Steph did. Like, okay,
Interact in what way?
like let's say the Olympics, when Steph hit that shot and he did the night. That's something like the way Steph interacts with the crowd and talks to the crowd and does all the little dances and he just plays with joy. The only person I've seen play with this much joy is Magic. Jordan was dominant. Jordan wanted to kill you. He wanted to destroy you.
But he also knew how to entertain within the game as well.
I know he did.
Yeah.
It's just not like Steph. Like Steph Curry, the look away three is one of the greatest things we've ever seen. Like the shoot a three, it's one of the hardest things to do. Shoot, turn around before the ball goes in and walk down court. Like Steph Curry just does things that don't make sense. And it's just like, it's just amazing. Like the last shot, now I know they got the playoffs now, we could get into that, but the last shot he hit on them, who did they play for the 10th seed? The Clippers, which beating Kawhi is big, but you hit this shot on them. Well, Kawhi had a hell of a year this year. He hits the shot, falls into the crowd. Dog, this is in the middle of a play-in game, and they're only up 3. And he looks at the crowd and says, "Did that go in? Did that go in?" And then daps him up and laughs. And in the middle of that game, whoever made that little dance, this little dance right here, he's like, "Hey, yo, Steph, next time you hit a 3, do it." The very next play, Steph hit a 3 and start doing this. Like, who is that entertaining? Like
Jordan.
Nah. I mean, I like Jordan.
I like Magic was. I would say Magic.
Magic, yeah.
Somebody credit more than Jordan because you're right. Jordan's he's straight to it.
Yeah.
But
Magic, you see smiles. He's that.
Jordan wasn't smiling?
No.
No. That's
Jordan,
not,
Kobe,
that's
and all
not
them
true.
about business.
That is not true. When Jordan 92 finals against Portland Trailblazers, Mike hit 6 3-pointers. What did he do when he turned around and looked? Exactly. He went back smiling and laughing like, hey, I don't know what it is.
And that's probably the only thing.
No, that's not. That's not. When he played, hold on, 1997, he played against, well, I'm a Jordan fan. He played against the Knicks, and he was hitting all those acrobatic layups and doing all this with the finger. When he played against Kobe in the 98 All-Star game, he was doing showman stuff inside of that game. That's what Jordan did on top of being dominant. And you mean floating in the air between 3 and 4 players and gliding to the other side of the rim ain't showmanship? Nobody can do that.
I'm saying,
one thing you could say is there's a whole lot of people that can shoot threes. Ain't nobody gliding from 3 people in the middle of a game from one side of the court to the other side of the court.
Vince Carter.
No.
But I think with the show,
what?
No.
What?
But I think with the
and Vince Carter was a showman too.
He was.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think with the showmanship too is that again,
I'm just going on based on what he's saying though.
But what he's also bringing up is the fan interaction, the excitement with the actual engagement with fans.
And Jordan,
you think Jordan didn't engage with the fans?
Not like
Jordan was
hold on. I can name another game when
Curry before games is shooting shots with the crowd.
Yeah. Curry's warm up. People come.
You're fired.
People come to see Curry warm up. But
you think? Oh my God! You think?
So hold on.
I'm gonna go AJ for a second, guys.
So,
oh my God! But do you think people are not looking at Michael Jordan the same way?
No, they probably looking at him in way more.
How did I do, y'all? How did I do?
No, I didn't say as far as dominant. I think they're looking at Jordan in way more awe. But I'm saying like it's Steph Curry. Steph Curry. He's doing things like even the fact that Jordan didn't have social media. Steph Curry goes and checks his phone. And then somebody had put like, hey, if you hit a 3, do something like this. And he'll do it.
Yeah.
And he's fun to watch. Like, think about, and he's not doing it. Like, being the entertainer, like I played street ball. I play win them. So being the entertainer is different than I have to win and entertain. He's doing this stuff in moments where you're not supposed to be thinking to be funny. Like, I mean, like, what are you doing in the Olympics in France?
Okay.
You're in France.
I got to
playing France.
I got a response.
You hit a 3 and then go like this. And the whole crowd is like, that is the greatest moment in basketball history in the Olympics.
No, but I will say this. I will say this. You say that I'm listening to everything you're saying.
But you
don't see Jordan in the 90s when he used to sit and shoot free throws with the left hand and he's shooting free throws with his eyes closed. Come on, man. Everything you said, I could come right back with that.
I mean,
Jordan is the greatest showman of all time. Like, he gave you everything.
He did.
And Steph can only give you a 3-pointer.
That's dumb.
He can only give you that's what you know him for.
No,
he's shooting threes off the dribble, shooting threes off the dribble.
He has crazy handles. He finishes very well.
He has a lot of turnovers.
He has, of course. So does LeBron. But he has crazy passes. He's got, man, don't say.
But he's not a better passer than Magic.
Nobody
He's
is.
not a better passer than Steve Nash. He's not a better passer than
okay.
Jason Kidd.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
But
yes,
it doesn't mean he can't pass. You said the only thing he can give you is a 3-pointer.
but I'm saying
Everybody you named is a better passer than Jordan too. What are you saying? I don't like these conversations. What do you brought up people that are better? They pass better than Jordan too.
You brought up the whole passing. I just
No,
named
I'm talking about. No, you said Steph only has threes. I said no.
That's what he's.
So Jordan only has dunks.
When
Jordan's known for dunking.
Jordan has layups. Jordan has dunks.
So that's my point about Steph.
Jordan has.
What is he known for though?
Moves.
What is he known for? The fadeaway and the dunks. Right or wrong?
Okay, yeah.
So that's what Steph's known for. I'm saying they both have everything. Except Steph's not an athlete like Jordan. He doesn't dunk.
Which is a big difference.
And Jordan doesn't shoot
when you
threes
can
like
go
Steph.
when you can go to the lane.
Yeah.
And John Sally got your whole face covered.
Yeah.
And you still can dunk on him. Like that's come on, man. Like when Jordan, no matter what arena Jordan went to, the crowd was there to see him, not their own team.
And the same thing with Steph.
No.
What? I just heard people scream MVP in LA when they Clippers was losing. They was going Warriors, Warriors.
Nobody likes the Clippers.
I seen Steph get MVP chance against KD when he left the Warriors and he played them in Brooklyn. MVP. You can say whatever you want. It's the same thing with Steph. He sells out every arena. Every game that was the top rated games in the last 20 years are Steph Curry games. He sells the most. He sold the most jerseys this year. That's what Nike fumbled. Nike fumbled Steph Curry. That was where they messed up at. That's what hurt them because right now you like they don't have other athletes. And I'm thinking, well, they got Wemby. Jordan's a part of Nike, so they got Luka. They got all the top athletes. If you look at the top athletes outside of Joker or the top NBA players and Anthony Edwards, they have the top athletes. Jason Tatum's with Jordan. Like they all with Nike.
But when name this, I mean, and this is just a matter of opinion. This is not this fact. But when you name those players, is there anything about them that make you go run to the store?
Steph, yes.
No, I'm not Steph. I'm talking about Luka and Jason Tatum.
I don't think that's a product of the players. I think it's a product of the. I think it's a product of the product. I think the NBA has went down. I think celebrity has died after Epstein and Diddy too. So I don't think people are just following people like that. I think people like what they like, and if it's fly, and it's a lot of different brands. For a while, 5 brands dominated shoes. Now you got Anta, you got all these other brands coming in and doing stuff, and I think the celebrity just died. I don't think people care to be around celebrities like that anymore. But
it depends on who it is, though.
Yeah, Steph Curry or Kanye, right? Kanye just sold out SoFi.
But hey, gotta love AJ, man. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Fly on the Wall Studios, man. Hip hop and hoop. This was cool, man. This was all right.
I think Steph. When I said in sports, I figured y'all bring up Ali, Prime.
I was just thinking basketball.
I mean, Prime is good too. Ali's crazy. Somebody said Sugar Ray Leonard.
But Ali would be, if I had to say somebody other than Jordan, I would say Ali.
I would say Ali too.
Yeah.
And Ali was very entertaining.
I think Deion.
Deion Prime.
Like what do you
But see, in football, you don't really get a chance to really mix with the crowd, though. You don't really get that opportunity.
But
I think that mannerism.
Yeah, Prime. Mike Vick was box office too.
Yeah, you got Lawrence Taylor,
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah, but Prime and all the steps and running, like Prime was dangerous, and he talked in and backed it up. So, I mean, I think it would be more boxing who's more of a show.
I want to say this about Steph Curry. I love Steph Curry, by the way, even though I'm disagreeing with AJ. I love Steph Curry. I love what he did. I love what Golden State has did for the end. I mean, they are fun to watch. I mean, to see those LeBron battles go back and forth. I mean, it was a great years in playoffs and in the finals. I think Clay should have stayed. I don't like even though they were not getting along or he wasn't having some great seasons after he got hurt. I think Clay should have stayed and finished it out because
Clay could have stayed. That was on Clay.
Yeah, he could have. But what I'm saying is that moment that they shared on the court would have been even more magical had there been Clay right there too. Because they've been there the whole time, right? So I want to see Steph, and I said this on social media. I want Steph to stay and finish out his career. There's no need to ring chase anymore. You got 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to jersey hop at this point in your career. You did your job well done. You're going to go down as the best shooter to ever play this game.
Yeah.
You're going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever play this game. A class act, like you said, no scandals, no nothing. That dude is going to go down as one of the best and one of the likable and highly respected players of the game. Finish out your time in Golden State. Take a reduced role. Help out with the next generation. Help out with the transition. Walk away from the game. Have your celebration year going out, and then go out as a warrior god. You know what I mean? So that's
I like that. I got a question now. Did all the GOATs come from the San Francisco area?
All the GOATs come from the San Francisco.
I mean, Jerry Rice played for the 49ers. He's the best receiver ever.
True.
Joe Montana played for the 49ers. Barry Bonds played for the Giants. And then Steph Curry's for the Golden State Warriors. And Wilt played for the Warriors. Like that area, we got to give props to like
Maybe, I don't know.
some GOATs that came through that area.
That kind of got me on that.
And Ronnie Lott.
But Jordan came from Chicago.
He did. No, he came from yeah. So I don't think Steph's the GOAT, but that's a championship and
one last
superstar
thing.
era.
I got a question for both of y'all before we go. This is the last question.
Mm-hmm.
KD, if he does not make this Houston Rockets situation work, where does his legacy lie?
His legacy's already there.
He's already is who he is.
Yeah, it's already there. What are you thinking of?
I think he has, even though he got the 2 championships, the fact that you couldn't do anything else after that is an asterisk next to your legacy to me.
Well, okay, so what is the asterisk?
I mean, just couldn't get nothing done accomplished. It's been a downhill since he's left Golden State.
So in the top 50 NBA players, where do you got him ranked?
Whew. He ain't up. He's not up. He's not up the top 5 or the top 10. He's not top 15 or top 20. Not my book. But that's another conversation for another day.
So that's what legacy is. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I think he's a great. I think he's a great scorer. But he's not a great leader.
Yeah, that's what I
he doesn't
too.
close out, and he had to go team up with his enemy, with his op, to win 2 championships with 2 of the greatest shooters next to him. You know what I mean? Look at so I just think it's an asterisk next to that.
I don't know if it's an asterisk. We just got to look at it for what it is. I don't like the idea of asterisk. The only asterisk should be on that bubble championship. I just think KD.
And I think it's set up for LeBron to win this year. This is my don't mark.
I mean,
I think they got it set up that for the Lakers to win. So guess what LeBron can say? I was the oldest player to ever win a championship, and I won a championship. I'm the first player to win with my son.
They got to play OKC next round. Yeah. That'd be tough. But as far as
you see how they did it, Kevin Durant missed game 1
for no reason. But as far as KD, I just think he's a 1A talent, 1B leader. Like I just don't think he ever had it to be a leader. Like the Rockets look bad after the All-Star break because of the tweets. The burner account. So you got a childish mindset, and then it's always, well, I just want to hoop. Well, I'm better than everybody, or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're a horrible leader, so it's fine. I don't think, as far as talent, I think he's top 5 talent.
Yeah, that's how
7-footer, guard, all that. I think he's top 5 talent, but he might be a top 15. I give him top 20 player, but I don't think he's better than Steph or LeBron or anybody in this era. I don't think he's had a better career than Westbrook.
I mean, you just got to keep him in the lane that he wants to be kept in. I don't think he's ever claimed to be like a leader, claimed to be.
That is true too. Yeah.
He just pretty much line up his stats and just be like, okay, his stats are this, but if you know the game,
we'll make that the next.
Into it.
We'll talk about Kevin. We'll get on the next episode, man. But I want to say, this is a great way to come back. Hip Hop and Hoops, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Mike Saunders, make sure you follow him. AJ, get back on Facebook.
Man, I realize I can speak on that. Are we about to close it?
Yeah, we do closing. Let
me speak on my Facebook.
Okay, I'm missing something. Yeah, what happened with Facebook?
I mean, I was a terrorist on Facebook, and I got off, but I realized it's a vacuum missing, right? It's like, and listen, I ain't trying to take shots at nobody because I'm too old to be beefing with people though. But stuff gets back to me, and I had seen somebody had posted something about artists are being too entitled. They don't want to show up. They all diva behavior, blah, blah, blah. And it was the late night munchies people. I don't know y'all. I'm not going to speak on a lot of things, but I will say this. If you created a platform, I applaud you. It's very hard. Shout out to Kevin, man. It's very hard to have a platform and a place for people to do things and build something and put it together and utilize your own money. That is a very difficult thing. And if you're able to do that, I applaud you for it. Now, let's look at the facts. You want artists to come to your platform. You want hip hop artists. The way to make them come to the platform isn't to like talk about them or dog them and call them divas. The way to do it is to enhance your product. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I went and looked at Late Night Munchies. The numbers ain't adding up. If any of my artists call me and was like, yo, they want us to do Late Night Munchies, I'll be like, what are we gonna gain from this? Because the numbers ain't adding up. The aesthetics are average. So if you want artists to come to your platform, make something so undeniable that they have to come. You see, they hit the stage, it's come doing the league, got their shit going, stuff going. It's a couple platforms that people are waiting to get on. So if you want to do something, BRP, I'll shout out BRP. They platform is looking very professional. So if you want something to come on, make your stuff as professional as possible. Taking shots at the artist, to me, I'm a stand up for the artist because you don't know what they go through. Like, do you understand that they have to put their own money to put this stuff up? They got to go to the studio and put their own money up. They have to go to the merch, put their own money up. They got to go and make their own beats or pay for their own beats. They got to do all this stuff. It's a lot of money that goes into it for you to be like, and a lot of time and effort and stuff like that for you to be like, are they just diva behavior? Maybe they have diva behavior because y'all disrespecting them. Are you paying them? So what I would have did if I was you, Late Night Munchies, I would have had the top 10 artists in the city. If you got the connects in the network, I would have did it for free. Hey, Tragic, come do this. Hey, Matty, come do this. Hey, Jet, come do this. Hey, Debo, come do this. I would have had the top 10 artists come do it for free. Make it a thing where people want to be it, because once they see those top 10 artists and once they see those big artists, they're going to want to be a part of the thing. Sometimes when you start a business, you have to put money out and then not make anything and then make it on the back end. And that's actually not sometimes, that's almost every business possible. So instead of attacking the artist here, bro, just clean your shit up, fam. Like at the end of the day, it's average. And why would I want to do an average thing? Now you want to talk about the artist music being average, it might be. But so is your platform. So what are we doing here, fam? Like you're going, like it's the truth, fam. Like what are they going to do, man? Like it's the truth. At the end of the day, I would tell you this. If you want help, call us. We'll put the aesthetics up. I got a couple of spots that'd be super dope. I got a whole lot of stuff. You want it, make your aesthetics better, and then actually reach out to dope artists and have them do it. Like the aesthetics just ain't there, fam. And you can't just go at artists. I'm gonna take up for the artists today. And this is what I mean by being on Facebook is the vacuum is gone. I see too many weirdos, and I'm not calling Late Night Munchies because I don't know them. I'm seeing too many weirdos do these things and talk and have this voice, and y'all never have. It seems like everybody's scared to tell people like this ain't it. I'm not saying it in a bully way. I'm just saying it like, can we say this ain't it? That's all it really is. So to me, it's just weird, bro. And I didn't like that they went at artists. I didn't like that how they did it. I didn't like any of that stuff, so I went and looked at the page. And again, I support everything that I send Stunner or Jet or whoever to like whatever's dope. I send have these conversations with artists all the time, but it just wasn't that. And then for you to go and attack the artist was lame, bro. That's just me.
All right then,
and y'all can come on my show. Hey, we love here. We interview you. We want Big Zion, Jet, and all them come on. Y'all can come on Hip Hop and Hoops.
Yeah, we got to get last thing we out. Shout out to Jet. Shout out to Sakia, man. They new record. Shout out to Fly on the Wall Studios. Shout out to AJ, Mike, myself. Hey, man, Hip Hop and Hoops. This is where we keep it real, keep it 100 at all times, even if, wake up, goddammit.
Yeah, man, ain't no beef, bro. I ain't got no beef. Just do what I say and y'all win. That's all it does. Do what I say and y'all win. No, do what I say and y'all will win, because I have raised all you niggas. I'm Boosie now.